Right Honorable Dr. Irfan Ali, Madam Secretary General, Honorable Dr. Carla Barnett, Honorable Prime Minister of the great nation of Grenada, Your Excellency Deacon Mitchell, esteemed leaders of this iconic organization, CARICOM, President and members of Cricket West Indies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, media, ladies and gentlemen. Needless to say, I'm humbled to be in your midst and to have been considered worthy of this lofty honor, and indeed grateful for the reception. I'm told that Jeff Boycott was supposed to be here to present the award, but he's going to his best friend's wedding. And as the couple were about to leave, and the priest said, "May God go with you." So Jeff is gone with them for the honeymoon. And as I was working with the West Indies cricket team, it's quite new, you're getting to know certain things and so on. So we went to a function, and the guy said, one part of the room said, "Ping!" Somebody said, "Ping!" Somebody else said, "Ping!" And I'm saying, what the hell is this ping? So I'm wondering now, because, I've now joined the team as manager. So I called Ambrose, Portly Ambrose. I said, "What is this ping thing?" He said, "Skip, do you have a microwave?" I said, "Yes." He said, "When it's ping, it's finished." So they're saying, so afterwards I kept saying, "Ping, ping." So we've all gone now in this thing. But it was quite interesting. Again, you have to know the little lingo of these guys. But I would like to commend you, ladies and gentlemen, for your imaginative leadership as you tirelessly pursue economic integration and sustainable development, ultimately to improve the quality of life for everyone, not only in this region, but to extend our positive influence beyond our sun-drenched shores. At this juncture, I'm compelled to recognize your astuteness. Thank you. I'm compelled to recognize your astuteness in identifying our beloved sport of cricket as a viable vehicle and conduit for social economic development and regional integration. Indeed, my predecessors in receipt of this prestigious honor, Order of the Caribbean Community, OCC, Sir Garfield Sobers, Sir Vivian Richards, and Brian Lara, is testament to your incisive recognition. To quote a late lamented leader of CARICOM and an OCC recipient, Jamaican Prime Minister Michael Manley, from his book, A History of West Indies Cricket, published in 1988, quote, "Cricket is the most completely regional activity undertaken by the people of the member states of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM," said Manley. "It is also the most successful cooperative endeavor, and as such is a constant reminder to a people of otherwise wayward insularity of the value of collaboration," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, it is this notion that in retrospect inspired my ambition, as did the legacy of dearly departed Sir Frank Worrell, when I had the distinct honor to serve as captain of the West Indies team. Sir Frank's grace his dignity and astuteness in leadership, as well as his relentless pursuit of quality and fair play, provided a blueprint for my stewardship. My goals were mainly to rekindle team spirit, dispel our endemic cavalier image, and establish a winning attitude. On that journey, I was blessed with quintessential team players that routinely turned pressure into adrenaline and flaunted their mental toughness with almost an arrogant flair. And so our team's success was more than just a matter of luck. And if it were indeed luck, it would have been an acronym from correct under correct knowledge, labor under correct knowledge. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, our team simply reflected the ebullience of men playing a child's game with skilled abandon that transcended its boundaries to unify and elevate this Caribbean community as any cultural entity. I'm indeed grateful for your validation and urge your continued support of the development of West Indies cricket, spawned by initiatives of the fertile minds of the pertinent Caribbean CARICOM subcommittee. Ladies and gentlemen, you must know that amongst knighthoods, honorary doctorates, and national honors with which I have been blessed, this award, which emanates from an aggregation that essentially fueled my professional career, holds pride of place. As I proudly accept this iconic award, my wish is that my parents, Sylvia Thelma Lloyd, Arthur Christopher Lloyd, were present to see me receive it. More particularly, my mother, who would have perhaps finally appreciated the benefit of my foregoing lunch while chasing a cricket ball, day in, day out, in the searing heat at my field of dreams, the Demerara Cricket Club, a stone's throw from my house in Queenstown, a modest suburb of Georgetown. It is there my parents instilled in me the qualities of discipline, decorum, and dedication that have served me well, not only in my career, but in life. I also wish, ladies and gentlemen, that this moment could be embalmed for posterity so that young aspiring cricketers, even those yet unborn, from the majestic Blue Mountains of Jamaica to Mount Diablotine in Dominica, to the searing Pachamama peaks of Guyana, and all across the shimmering Caribbean archipelago in between, could aspire and experience the reality of taking the Caribbean community back to the zenith. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there is a matter which I would like to raise with you today. It is of great concern to myself and a number of important officials that I've had the opportunity to engage with on this matter. I hope you do not think that I am operating outside of the ambit of this occasion. But I know that the Caribbean community has been concerned with the status of health of the region. Indeed, one important regional official is on record as saying that we are not among the healthiest people in the global community. He was referring to such diseases as high blood pressure and diabetes. I cannot recall if reference was made to prostate cancer. Can I therefore make a plea to the community and relevant officials that this matter become the focus of urgent attention and action. I therefore hope that the Conference of Ministers responsible for health will give this matter priority attention. I cannot speak with any kind of expertise on this matter, but I cannot recall that much has been said about it in the region. If I'm correct, let what I say today be a call to action. Because I don't know if you know, every 1 in 4 people do contract this illness, and a lot of our people are dying, and dying needlessly, because they're not attending clinics and so on. And I'm involved with a company called SOS, which is part of Exxon, and we were trying to get this illness looked at seriously, because we need men to go and get tested. It is important. And I think we should speak to all our kids, make them, and our friends, let them go and get tested. It's important. You do not need to die. There are things now they can help you with. There's a situation now I think a scientist has just said that your saliva will give you a better reading than your blood test. So there are things that we have. We don't have to die. We want to live. And I want to see people getting tested, because the thing that we have, the slogan is the catch. That means that we want to catch it early. So it is something that is going to be interesting and something that we need to get working soon. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware that Caribbean states that sought in recent times to build an element of resilience into their economic planning to protect their economies from the ravages of hurricanes. This involves, I understand, encouraging the development of sectors like the renewable energy, agriculture, and technology to reduce the reliance on tourism and the hardening of the nation's infrastructure. However, I'd like to make this humble suggestion. The Caribbean region can organize a major cricket event, and the best players from all over the world should be able to take part in a game per year. I want it to be called the CARICOM Day of Cricket. Where we can generate quite a lot of funds, so that even if we don't have a hurricane or two for the year, the money that we have there can accrue some interest, and we can help not only when there are problems around the Caribbean, we would have money in the kitty to help out in that respect. So this is just my way of thinking. I hope that we can get this going, get it off the ground, because it will be a very important day, because the money that we can accrue would be very, very important for the rest of the Caribbean. Last but not least, I must thank my cousin, Lansford Richard Gibbs, who inspired me as a teenager when he soared to greatness as he played for the West Indies. Ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. But another thing that I think there's something that I need. I hope we have some board members here. Over the years, in our ascendancy, we did not ask for any extra money. But now, I'm told when they have distribution of funds, the ICC, England receives 180 million, Australia received 180 million, India 180 million, and we're 80 million. I want to know where we get this disparity from. I can't understand. Because when we were leading, everybody wanted to play. We were playing two tours a winter. We were the cash cow for these guys. But now that we might be a little down in the dumps, nobody now is saying, well, West Indies do need some help. And I think that it's about time that our board members make a special call to the ICC. Send 10 or 12 people who we know have the pull and that extra that is needed to tell them that we need some special dispensation. Over the years, we gave them money. 1973, when we were there, we got to England and we asked for more money. The guy said, can't give you any money. You haven't won test match for 21 test matches. And I was a senior, I was sort of senior at that time. And I said, so winning is important. So what happened? They didn't give us any money, but VAT came in. So we had to pay VAT on the little bit of money that they had given us. So we won the series. They made all the money. We went to India, playing 5 test series, and the guy said, listen, man, your guarantee is being paid off before the rest day in the first test match. I said, oh, here again, we being messed around. We asked for more money. The guy said, you're going to Pakistan? If they give you some money, we'll give you some money. When we got to Pakistan, we won again for the first time we beaten Pakistan in Pakistan. The guy said, did India give you any money? I said, no. He said, well, then we can't give you any money. You just left it. So that's how people are treating and will treat you if you're second class. But the point is, when we rose to the top, we demanded, because you're coming as a champion, a world champion. We were world champion for youngs. At one stage, if you were 17, 17 years old, you would not have seen the West Indies lose. We won 11 test matches successively. We played 29 test matches without losing. We won 3 World Cups. We now have won 6 World Cups, and we're only 5 million people. We don't have that amount of people. So I am saying, and I'm making a plea here to Mr. Rowley. I know you have a chance to make sure that our cricket is get up this ladder. We cannot just be teaching guys and then all of a sudden they've gone elsewhere. So if we train 30 people and 15 leave, we got to train another 15. So it's like digging a hole to fill a hole. And we have a small set of people, cadre of people playing sport. There are other walks of life that they have. So we have to protect what we have. And we've got to say to these young men, we don't mind you going to earn money, but when we have our cricket here, we would like you to play here. Because if I am going to invest money in our cricket, I want the best to play. When I was young, I played against Wes Hall, Charlie Griffith, Sir Garfield Sobers, and you played against the best. You will only know how good you are if you play the best. And the point is, we have youngsters now who are struggling because our domestic cricket is weak. If our inter-island cricket is strong, our test matches will be strong. And that is what we have to get over to these young men. India, they don't play anywhere else other than India. Their players are getting the type of learning that we got earlier in our career because you're playing with great players. India's got now a lot of ex-players in the IPL, so they're getting some experience that they wouldn't have acquired, if they didn't have that. Sri Lanka, they're one country. We have 14 different islands. It takes us a lot of money to hold a tournament because we have to fly everywhere. So we need to get some money from that ICC because that special dispensation is needed. Somebody in this room or some people in this room will have to put their hands up and say, listen, we are going to get some money from the ICC. Else we're going to be down at the bottom all the time. We are asking some young men in England to do things. We were lucky. We played against the best when we were playing at home. We played county cricket. They're not playing county cricket. So they're not getting the experience as quickly as we did. So we have to strengthen our cricket at home. And that means all our top players staying at home and playing against one another. Anyhow, I'm sorry it's taken long enough. Thank you very much.